All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Golfballing podcast. My name is Jackson. I'm joined here by Nick. How you doing, Nick?
Good. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Not great. You just finished college, man. You should be
Yeah, I
excited.
guess I
Congrats.
am.
Everyone who's listening, everyone start clapping, man. Congratulations to this guy right here. I wouldn't have thought it was going to happen, but it happened. So at the end of the day, we're here.
That's very true. So yeah, we're live on YouTube, the Golfballing YouTube channel. Hopefully you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple, but we will be live pretty much every time. So follow Golfballing Pod on Twitter, and I guess just keep up with Golfballing on Instagram, as that's when we'll be live. But
we're kind of like a radio show, basically.
It is kind of like a radio show right now.
No cuts.
I kind of like the, you like that background I threw
Yeah,
on?
I like it.
That's
I feel
Southern
like
Hills.
No way.
Yeah?
No way. That's pretty cool. I feel like I'm at a golf course right now. So that's awesome. It's like a radio show.
So I don't know if you knew this, but let me pull it up actually. Did you see the Bryson news?
No, I've
dropped, dude.
I've been cleaning my basement the entire day, so
awesome. All right, well, it's on the screen there. I'll read it out. Yeah. So from Ryan Lavner, after 3 days of prep, Bryson has decided not to play the PGA. Strength and stamina in his left hand isn't where he wants it. Want to be as close as possible to 100% before he returns, realistically targeting Memorial.
You know what kind of probably happened is, he probably was getting a little, the stamina and the strength isn't where it needs to be. He probably was like, maybe got one off the night before, and he's like, I want to use my left hand, and probably messed him up a little bit going into today. If he didn't, maybe he would have saved it and not used his left hand, he used his right, he would have been playing in this. But Bryson made that decision earlier in the week, and this is what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he is on the road, and
yeah,
I
don't think he was ever going to play in this. I think he
really
did this. Yeah, I don't think he was ready. I think it was more of not a publicity thing, but like just to be like, oh, he went there. I think he knew.
Tried.
Yeah, I think he knew that he wasn't ready yet. Like, that's an injury that's, you don't want to risk it for the biscuit, especially with like your hands and your wrist, especially in like just golf. It's a big thing. Short game, feels. I just don't think he was there yet.
Well, we'll miss him, but I mean, we have, as I'm sure you're aware, we've got a star-studded matchup tomorrow.
Yeah, you got a ton of PGA professionals playing in it.
Well, that is
PGA
true.
of America, baby. Rangefinders.
That is true. Oh, I did not realize that. You can use rangefinders.
Yeah. I actually, funny story about this PGA was I have a 92-year-old grandfather who comes to my house every day, my suburban house. And, he's like, hey, Brian, my cousin, came up to him and said he has a friend playing in the PGA Championship this weekend. And I was like, and he's explaining to me, like, again, I'm like, me and my cousin Brian are kind of close. So I was kind of like, or not close, but like, we talk, and I'm like, if he has somebody playing in the PGA, why wouldn't he talk to the golf guy, and tell me about someone playing? And I'm like, a professional? And my grandpa's like, oh yeah, he took a test and that's how he got in. And I'm like, you mean like a playing ability? Like, so I knew he was a PGA professional, but I also didn't believe that my cousin had a friend who played golf that I wouldn't have known about. Like, I feel like somewhere down the line, he would have been like, hey, like, Nick, I have this friend who's really good golfer and actually plays in professional golf tournaments. But my cousin does have somebody. We have pride and joy of Bloomington, Illinois, Casey Pine, out of Lewis University, and he's a teaching professional out of Connecticut now, playing it. So that's pretty cool for Lewis University. They have more kids. That's a D2 school.
Oh yeah, I would have never guessed.
That's pretty sick. He got some.
Do you think he's the only one? Because
I think he's the only person from Lewis University to ever play in a professional golf PGA Tour event.
My follow-up was going to be, do you think a Lewis University golfer has ever played there? or played in a major?
I think in the major, no, not a chance.
Not a chance.
Same with Loyola. But yeah, no, that was really cool. So that's just a little side story, but
So how do you get into it then? What do you don't have to like you don't have to play a qualifier?
Well, no, you do. Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
okay.
you have to be a good player. It's like the PGA Professionals tournament. It's very difficult to get in, even if you're a PGA professional. I don't know if it's like top 15 or top 10. I know like 10 guys or something go and play in it. So yeah, he's one of the professionals, like teaching pros.
Yeah, I wonder if someone's teaching pros won it before.
I don't think so.
Probably not, but
probably
I wouldn't
not.
be surprised if there was just like, maybe 1932.
Yeah. It really does show the discrepancy gap between like PGA teaching professionals. I mean, there are some really good PGA teaching professionals who are good players, but I think it'd be funny if we just allowed like whoever finished like dead last in the PGA professional tournament to play in it, because I think that would be funny. Like not even in like the actual qualifying tournament, like somebody who finished dead last in like the state of Ohio, who's a PGA teaching professional. I think that would be funny. Or if it was just random, like you got selected to go play. I think that's what they need for the PGA Championship. That would it'd be like comedy. Like you get a letter one day and you're like, fuck, I got to go play. And you're like an assistant professional class, like maybe you're an assistant professional. You can't break 95 right now because you cheated your way through the playing ability test and you have to go play goddamn Southern Hills. That would be funny. I think the PGA needs to forget merit. I think we just need randoms in here.
Okay. So assuming a PGA professional doesn't win this tournament, what do you think? I'll throw this up on the screen here that I was showing you earlier. Kyle Porter said that Spieth said that Southern. It's like he said, she said. Kyle Porter said that Spieth said that Southern Hills feels like Colonial on steroids, and I don't know why. I remember the Colonial, like that tournament. I think will forever be engraved in my brain because of COVID and how it was the first one back. So
was Colonial?
Was it not the first one back? It was one of the first ones.
No. Was that in Texas? I'm trying to think of I'm like actually thinking about Colonial and I can't think of but I'm trying to think.
Well, anyways, the point mean is
I remember that tournament. I know it was like the first.
Wasn't it the first one?
Yeah, it was at the Charles Schwab at Colonial. Yeah, it was in Texas.
Where in Dallas?
Fort Worth, yeah, basically Dallas,
Well, I think we have some storylines. So obviously Tiger Woods is playing. So once again, Sean was incorrect. Don't know what he's not incorrect about a lot of the times, but then you've got Rory, who hasn't won a major in almost a decade, unfortunately. And then you have Mr. Spieth, who is going for, I believe, the 6th ever career Grand Slam. So it should be a good one. Tomorrow, I hear that like the first 3 days, but more specifically, the first 2 days are going to storm pretty badly. So the rumor on the street is that if you get an early tee time on Thursday and then a later tee time, so then you'll get a later tee time. That's probably a little bit of an advantage. So and I just think it's cool because you got Spieth and Rory and Tiger teeing off at 8:11 day one and then 1:36 day two. So
I don't give much into that stuff because I know the best player will win the golf tournament that week. Whoever's grinding the most. I don't care about their tee times. If that's the case. Wait, so earlier we're favoring earlier tee times on Thursday?
It's the word on the street.
Earlier,
possibly, but
I love my pick. I love my pick for this tournament. I'm not telling you.
Oh, okay. So the thing is, though, also at the same time, it's the Midwest, and a little bit about the Midwest.
Would you consider Oklahoma the Midwest?
Yes. What is it? The West Coast?
I would say more like Southern in some sense. Like it's kind of like a bordering. It's Texas, Midwest. I think of like Nebraska and like the mid.
Well, I think it's still classified as Midwest, but I do see your point.
Put out a Twitter poll.
I forget sometimes how close to Texas Oklahoma is.
They border each
right
other.
There, yeah. But to me, I feel like I could just head east here from Chicago, and eventually I'd run into Oklahoma, but that's not the case.
No, not even close.
But the whole point being that it's in the Midwest, and that especially right now, it's like even here in Chicago. It's
Oklahoma isn't considered the Midwest.
What?
South Atlantic, maybe. That doesn't even make sense. They're not considering it the Midwest, man. I'm sorry.
I'm considering it the Midwest, and that you don't know the weather. In fact, I'm not a big meteorologist.
You think about tornadoes. I'm scared. You know, like the tornado show, Storm Chasers. You ever remember that show?
Yeah.
I feel like they're in Oklahoma a lot.
I'm just saying, can't really predict weather, and then in general, like, I don't really think meteorology is like real, so or that real. So maybe it won't even rain. But
what do you believe more in, horoscopes or meteorology?
Definitely horoscopes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just had to get that out there. I just wanted to know.
But I'm not talking more like daily signs. I'm talking more like moons and that kind of
No, I get you.
So Southern Hills, it's a tough golf course. I'm curious to have what you're going to have the winner at, because the last 4 times it's been at the PGA Championship, the average score has been 7 under. And I guess we're going to have these conditions, but apparently Sunday's clear. And 2007 was the last time it was here. And who won?
Phil Mickelson. Right?
Yeah.
The defending champ.
But Tiger Woods and I think like Woody Austin. I can't remember who came in second. It was somebody I didn't know, but
Anthony Kim probably.
So you got to hit the fairways here, and they just went through.
I'd assume so. Most golf
they went through a little run because of rough and angles. Yeah. There's a ton of bunkers greenside, so you definitely got to hit the fairway. So when I was making my pick, I was looking at, all right, like who can hit the fairways, and then at the same time, like who's gonna be able to putt.
Yeah. When I made my prediction, I was like, who's gonna be able to win a golf tournament? And then I was like, who's gonna be able to shoot the lowest scores that they possibly can? And then I came up with my prediction, personally. So that's how I came to it. In Southern Hills, it just feels like, I mean, I went with some picks beforehand. I mean, we'd have to go back and look. I don't know. I got some good vibes coming into this tournament. I love the building.
Yeah.
Or the tower. I don't really know Southern Hills that well, but whatever that logo is, I like that. Reminds me of like Olympia Fields with the logo. I really feel like this is a major tournament this year, though. Do you feel that? Like, I feel like the PGA in past, I'm like, just a normal golf tournament.
No, I'm always pro PGA, man. I'm always pro PGA.
The only times I think it's a real tournament is when it's at Whistling Straits. I guess Kiowa was pretty cool.
Kiowa was pretty cool. Weren't we in Florida?
I think
Yeah, we were, because we had your buddy on the PGA episode. Yeah, and we had to delete it. That's right.
Yeah.
So we were in Florida for the PGA and the U.S. Open. That's kind of it's kind of tight.
It's tough that we're not there now, but it's okay.
Be there in a month.
Yeah.
By the way, if Ryan Lipson's watching this, fuck you. First off, I tell this dude, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't think I told you like we're gonna be here X day to X day, and seen nothing there.
Well, he called me about it. I told him.
So he knew
some stuff. Yeah, I think so.
Fuck you, Ryan Lipson.
Yeah, fuck you, Ryan Lipson. That's just a good shout out to you. Fuck you.
All right, I'm gonna just rattle off my sleeper pick because it's Max Homa. Yeah,
that's like my actual pick for the tournament.
Really?
It wasn't a sleeper pick.
Your actual pick.
Yeah, that was my actual pick for the tournament. So that one stings. It just feels like a Max Homa tournament to win. You talk about hitting fairways. The guy can hit fairways. You talk about a guy who can putt. He can putt. good ball striker. He's kind of on a little hot streak right now,
Yeah.
or has been the past couple of years. And, ever since quitting podcasting, I think, it has done well for his golf game. So, yeah,
I don't.
this seems like a Max Homa type major. Like if he can break through, gets one before Xander.
I just think it's so stupid. Like, I just think that's like the most stupid thing ever. I'm not doing well in these tournaments. I'm gonna stop doing the pod. It's like
he wasn't not doing well either. He just
how much time are you putting in the podcast? If you don't have much time to do the podcast, I have a hard time believing he's the one editing. He's the one posting it.
No, I think it was just more of like focusing, like the mental side. That's what he talked about.
Tell that to Draymond. Draymond Green plays in a basketball game in the playoffs and then goes on for an hour right after he just played for 3 hours and then talks a whole nother hour of basketball.
Yeah, I mean, I think you should have the conversation with Max about that.
I'm going to get rid of my pick. I'm getting rid of my sleeper. He's not that guy.
Good.
This guy can't handle a simple podcast. Anyways, you said your winner, so I'll say my winner. I'm going Cam Smith.
Yeah.
I really wanted to go Jordan.
It's going to be an American. It's going to be an American. I just don't see it being anybody but an American. It's the PGA Championship. It's in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It has to be an American. You know what I mean? Like, if it wasn't in Tulsa, Oklahoma, I would say, like, Cam Smith could win. If it was at Kiowa, yeah. Just no chance that a non-American doesn't win. That's my pick. I backed the Americans this week. And I would back I found this in my basement.
Oh, wow.
Ricky Fowler. What year do you think this is from? It's a Ricky Fowler.
2014.
Close. 2015, October. But shoot low scores, have more fun by Ricky Fowler. I don't know if I want to read that now. I don't know what he would teach me about shooting low scores anymore. I'm kidding. We love you, Ricky. I feel bad for him. He's going to the Saudi League, but that's later to talk about.
You think so?
I think if he doesn't, he's an idiot. Not an idiot, but I think he has to.
No, he'd lose all of his sponsors. There's no way.
But he would make more money. I think he would make more money. But he's not going to have sponsors anymore if he can't play in the PGA Tour.
That's not true. It's not true.
Yeah,
people still know about Ricky. People still love Ricky. People will still watch and go see him.
Yeah, I love Ricky. As much as I've hated on him in the past, I'm rooting for him. I just don't know if I'll be reading Shoot Low Scores and Have More Fun by Ricky Fowler. That might be, or maybe he needs to go back and read that because.
All right.
I definitely need to read that.
Is he there this week?
I'm going to go with a big fat no.
I am too, but
he could have made
he finds ways to slip into these tournaments.
Like, did he get in through the PGA Professional? Let's see.
I wouldn't be surprised if somehow
he's in this.
Yeah. It's like Ricky Fowler's world rank is probably like 54. Like, it's probably not.
It's not 54. There's no way he's ranked in the top 100. There's absolutely no way.
I'm looking it up. 146.
Yeah, there's just no chance. And I think that's pretty high for how he's played. I mean, it's just.
But I wouldn't be surprised if somehow he was ranked like 42. And you're just like, oh.
There's no chance.
I know there's no chance, but it's just like, oh, all right.
Like, oh,
40,
he made it.
Yeah. Top 50. All right.
No,
I don't remember him doing that, but that works.
I also, my other pick, I'll go with my sleeper. I think my original pick was Victor Hovland for this, which I could also see. But I'm sticking with my Max Homa pick. And then my second pick will be Will Zalatoris. Or not Will Zalatoris. No, fuck it, Brooks. We'll take Brooks.
Okay.
We'll take Brooks.
Hasn't he won the last one he played in? Or was it like two of the last three?
He took second. The year before that, he won. He won at Belvedere. Can someone help me pronounce that? Belrive. Bellerive, the one where he beat Tiger. I don't think he won the year before.
Oh, well, you got Brooks as your sleeper. I got Sam
Yes,
Burns.
good sleeper.
I'm going Sam Burns. What's the winning score?
13 under.
Wow.
What do you think?
I'm going to go 9 under. And unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be close.
Do you think you have it? Oh, you don't think
No, I don't. I don't think the tournament's going to be that close.
He won Bellerive and Bethpage 2018,
Yeah,
2019.
he owns Bethpage.
I don't know if it did the PGA happen in 2020?
Might not have.
Could have, yeah.
No, wasn't that when they got rid of the Open? I think they did play it, and it was the Open. Who won 2 years ago at the PGA?
That's a good. Oh, you know who it was?
Lai Yang?
No, it was at Harding Park.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Colin Morikawa.
Yeah. Oops, sorry, Colin. I'm telling you, he's boring.
He's boring, but he's super nice at the
same. Yeah,
he's so cool.
Yeah, he seems super cool.
My new thing is I don't want to hate on any golfers anymore. I don't want to talk trash about golfers, except if. No, I'm gonna still talk trash about golfers, but.
Where's Patrick Reed finished this week?
10th.
What?
Is he in the field? He'll make the cut.
He's not playing good.
Yeah. No, I don't know if he'll make the cut. I gotta think of my FanDuel lineup to play our friend John for last time I won the Masters. Could we just have the Masters on again? I kind of wish it was
Masters. Not mastered out.
No, mastered out.
I want the PGA.
Nobody picked Tiger to win. Should I do Sean's picks if he were here?
Sure. You can do his pick, and I'll do his sleeper.
All right, I'll do Sean's pick. Okay, guys. Statistically, it's been not John Daly. It's been a good player, and I think this guy's really gonna break out and win this golf tournament. And
it's nowhere near, I think, what he would be doing right now.
I was looking at all my favorites, and then I was like, Sean's picks Tony Finau. Oh. Or actually, no, he'd pick Xander. There's 1,000% Xander. There's no. He probably would have picked Cam Smith or Xander. So
he's really milking that, isn't he?
Yeah, he really he just wants to pick Cam Smith for every fucking major, so he can find a good. He'll be like, "Well, I told you he was gonna win."
All right, Sean's sleeper is gonna be a tie between Martin Keimer and Ricky Fowler
and Scotty Scheffler.
No, it's not a sleeper.
Do you think Scotty Scheffler? Any chance Scotty Scheffler wins this golf tournament? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, right. He probably would.
Probably. Let's just if Scotty Scheffler wins, we kind of just probably it makes sense. He's on a hot streak still.
It's like a LeBron team in the finals. Probably.
He could. Yeah, he's just playing really good golf right now, and it's Oklahoma. I don't know. Yeah. Is Matt Wolff in the field? Oh yeah, Matt Wolff.
I think so, but if he is in the field, I think he's gonna have another terrible performance.
Well, is there a lot of out of bounds? I haven't played Southern Hills yet, so I couldn't tell you how much out of bounds there is. But if there is little out of bounds, he'd be a great pick in my opinion.
He can't really hit fairways or putt.
Yeah, but put him in a U.S. Open setting and game over. I was so high on him when he took I think he was tied for second. Maybe he took fifth in the end, but where Bryson won the U.S. Open at Winged Foot, I was like, oh shit, Matt Wolff, he's next, and now he's kind of just. I feel bad for the guy. Him and Ricky, man, he was just hanging too close to. I don't know what him and Ricky did. To do that, I think they both did something to themselves.
Maybe they got faxed. Anyways, that's it for today. So yeah,
that's all you have. That's all you have.
The tournament starts in less than 24 hours.
Well, I want to bring up. You don't think this guy's going to Saudi?
No,
You really don't think so?
no, definitely not. I'd bet the house on it. No way.
You'd bet your house? You don't have
He's
a
not
house.
tarnishing his legacy when he's making plenty of money.
Yeah.
Playing in the freaking PGA Championship at World Rank 150, whatever.
I don't know how he got in. How did he get in? Who did he pay? He got it on a sponsor's invite.
he's the sponsor guy this week. Sponsor exemption this week.
I don't know why, but like this tournament, it's like hyping me up, but also at the same time, it's kind of boring. Does anyone else have that feeling?
Well, maybe it's like the idea of it being in Oklahoma.
Yeah,
but
like it looks like it's going to be a cool tournament to watch. I'm excited.
I mean, you can kind of see those bunkers I'm talking about right below the screen.
Yeah, they look really cool.
But it's like I'm excited. I think it'll be fun to watch. Like I think a ton of people are gonna miss the green, and I think they're gonna either fall into the bunker, or they're gonna fall down a slopey.
The bunkers, I guess the bunkers are really inconsistent or something. Or like I saw a TikTok.
You're on Southern Hills TikTok.
Yeah, have you not made it on something?
No.
It's not. It's just Golf Talk. And we definitely know you're not on Golf Talk.
I'm on Golf Talk, actually.
Thank God. Congratulations for finally making it in.
I'm on like the bad end of. I'm on the like low quality end of Golf Talk, but I kind of like it. Like I'm sick of seeing the same 5 people.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, there's a comment. Whoa, let's go.
You will see.
I forgot you could do that.
You will see shots out of the bunker this week that won't have any spin due to the coarse fine gravel type sand. You get tiny stones between the ball and club face, making it super inconsistent. Bunkers to be avoided at all costs. Even more so if you so it sounds like just don't hit in the bunkers, which sounds like kind of tough to do when you see all the bunkers around the course. So very underwhelming. Yeah.
That's why it started. Didn't this tournament start off as a match play? Pretty sure it started off match play.
I don't know the history about golf.
We've had discussions actually about bringing the match play back to the PGA Championship to make it a little bit more interesting. Yeah. But I think I'm kind of past that now. I think that they're gonna have to. It'd have to be something else. Like match play is just.
Oh, I talked about match play in the U.S. Open. That was.
I always want match play, and then like
when you get match
tournament, it'll be. It's like this is.
Like, just give me like stroke play golf.
Yeah.
I'm sick of this.
This is severely boring.
There needs to be like a punishment for like not playing well in a major championship.
It's Doug Cuff. What's up, Doug Cuff?
No way. No way. I haven't heard that name in a year. No, I'm kidding. I saw him comment on Sean's Instagram post.
Oh, I saw that too.
And I was excited for that because he deserves it, you know? But anyway, I'm excited for the PGA Championship. Hoping we have an exciting show for that. Not excited. I hope the product is as good as it seems in my brain because I feel like if we get good weather. Oh, Max Homa plays really good. I think I might put $1,000 on Max Homa to win this week. I'm kidding. I'm not going to put $1,000 on anybody.
I mean, how much would you make? Like at least.
I'd make a lot of money. But then I would have to send a tweet saying, Max, you just lost me $1,000 if he ended up not winning.
You'd have to send him a Venmo and try and go
viral. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for missing those putts, Scotty. Send me a Venmo right now.
It'd be cool if you put 1,000 on Scotty, posted it, he like sees it, doesn't mention it, but then he wins it, then goes back to that tweet, quotes it, and is like, I need like blah blah blah. You probably made blank. I'm gonna need blank because of fees.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm gonna need my cut.
I need my cut in this.
That'd be kind of funny. He should actually do that next tournament he wins. He should go find a hater saying,
I'm gonna need my cut from that.
I'm putting X on you. Yeah.
The one thing I will say, I see the PGA is meh. The only reason I'll put the PGA before the Open is because it's played in the United States of America, the greatest country in the world. And the Open, I love that type of golf, but at the same time, like, you know, you're not going to see me out here.
I just don't. I don't know what it is about the Open tournament. Back when Rory was throwing darts at it, I was a lot more of a fan of it. But if I'm watching the Open, I want it to be like as nasty as humanly possible. I want it to be like 40 and rainy.
Same.
So
I can't put $1,000 on Max Homa to win this golf tournament. The max I can put on is $344 to win $18,920.
That's a really good deal.
It is, right? Like,
could you put like half of that and then take half of that cut?
Yeah,
it's pretty solid.
I mean, I just put a couple bets on, so
How do you do your bets?
My mom actually is the big gambler in the house. I don't gamble because I was a Division I athlete, and now maybe So I don't gamble.
If you were to gamble,
it's like FanDuel, or like you just go to there's apps for it. Rivers Casino.
You have to like go to it.
Yeah.
Who's going to a casino to?
I might know. I don't know. I didn't have to go do a casino until I think you have to now, but before you didn't have to register at a casino. I think you missed it.
FanDuel has me banned anyways. I don't.
Of course, yeah. Just like they probably talked to Venmo and they're like, yeah, we should ban this guy. Like we should.
They talked to Venmo and PayPal, and
they're like, you do not want to mess with this guy.
They talked to PayPal, Zyre Golf Gods.
The funniest thing in my life is when I have to explain to someone I'm blocked from like 3 Instagram pages on like, oh, you can't see the Zyre Golf meme? No, they actually blocked me on my personal account, and I don't even run the goddamn account. I just had Golfballing, and
I'm pretty shocked. Props to Zyre for figuring that one out.
Yeah, props to Golf Gods before Golf Gods and PGA memes. When I didn't even have Golfballing associated, they just still found a way to block me. Like So
I don't. It's weird. They blocked the Golfballing pod, but not. I'm just shanking, which is in my bio. So it's like it's just weird. Like
PGA memes or Zyre. PGA
Zyre.
Still have you blocked?
No.
Travis, yeah.
No. Travis is cool, but I actually don't even. I actually remember clearly.
Free shops is G4. Thank you, G4.
Yeah,
not sponsored.
Send us our cut.
Send us our cut. And also these slides are kind of cool too.
Oh,
so my feet were just in these. So I did PowerPoint. My computer is so broken. If anyone owns a computer company and wants to sponsor us, like, I'll use your computer because my MacBook Pro is dog shit. Dog shit. So
there you have that.
Yeah.
That's it for today.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, if you're on YouTube, thank you, amazing. Thank you, Doug, for tuning in and dropping some comments and
amazing
all the floaters in and out. But go on the Golfballing YouTube channel. Next time we're live, you'll see some tweets.
I've missed you,
and
Doug.
It'll be on Golfballing Instagram and pod as well. But if you're listening on Apple or Spotify, send us a review and we'll be sure to talk about it. So
cheers. And fuck you, Ryan Lipson, and love you, Doug Cuff.